All right, welcome back. Should be a better week this week. Let's hope. We just checked in here. I am up in Minnesota, picking up some generators. So we just checked in. You kind of pull in line here and then call in. They got a big sign out front with phone number to call in at. So we scheduled this load last week, right after Kentucky was kind of figuring out what we were going to do this week, getting a game plan. So we came up and did our stuff at the shop, got that done. That's a quick in and out, and then come here and take these. This is going to be a two-stop. We're picking up one generator's going to Overland, Kansas, and then the other one's going down to Houston, which sounds like Houston's going to be pretty fun because I called that guy down there. They want like a 48-hour notice. Called them, and I let them know I was coming, kind of what day I'm thinking I'm going to be there. And it sounds like they're getting more rain. So just as the flood stages are starting to go down, the guy said we're about to get more rain again. So it's going to be a treat. But decent money. It's not super cold. Everything's good. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I went home and just pounded a bottle of tequila and made some bad choices, honestly. No, I'm kidding. I went home. I took medications. I sweated like I've never sweated before in my life. You know, usually when you're sick, if you get out one good sweat out of it, you know, usually it's done. You know, you're over it. I've had about 3 or 4 of them for this sickness, and I woke up one night and it was disgusting. The blanket was like wet, like you poured water on it. When I draped it back over me, you could feel the water droplets hit me. So it was pretty nasty. I don't know what it is. It was obviously up in my sinuses. It's getting better. Once this hot shot goes in, they're going to get him in. I'll pull up, take his spot, and then pull up in his spot. And then once he's done, they'll come and get me. So pretty simple. Should be in and out pretty quick. All right, let's check her out. We got 2 boxes there. This one is Dallas. This one is Kansas. Right by Kansas City. She a biggin. She a biggin. Not oversized though. Apparently I'm parked on somebody's deer stand. I don't see any right now. So just double checking chains. We got out of there quick. Took us a half hour to load it. These ones run through, and then those ones you tie up high, don't tie down low. Obviously you want down pressure. These things are top heavy. The crates, just 1 box goes with each one. That's hardware and stuff like that. The truck is just nasty. Some more deer stands up there too. If anybody's got a hookup on any of them Hodge built half fenders, you know, the ones that kind of go there straight across and come down, but the ones that come like down low, that's the one we want. That definitely is going to prevent this disaster. Can't even keep this truck clean, but we're good to go. 13.8 to that. Super light though. That is like, what is that? That is 13,000 pounds, and this is only like 4,000 something. So well within our chain allotment. So all right, I am going to get back in the truck, get moving, and push down. I think we're going to push down 35 down that way, down towards Kansas City. I'm still waiting to hear back. on the crane. The guy said he's got to figure out if when and he can get a crane for that. So he's going to let me know. All right, we are coming up to our first stop. We're a little early. Crane's going to be here at 11. We're getting here right about 10. Which is fine. I'd rather be early than be late. So we're just going to hang out on the back road in front of the job site and just wait for the crane, because they want to get the crane in there first, obviously. Watch this GPS here. We're like right just outside of Kansas City, so we really got to pay attention. I missed one turn. Just going through downtown Kansas City is a fucking nightmare. It is just left, right, and you're jumping across all the lanes. Kind of a shitty setup for a big rig, anyways. If you're in a sports car, I bet it's fucking awesome. But we ain't in a sports car. The building, I think the building's right there dead ahead. Because then we gotta go to the back side of the building, and that's where we're gonna stage up. Just gonna hang out there. Yep. There's a little driveway down here at the end. I imagine that's where the crane's going to go in at. So we gonna... There's no parking signs everywhere, but we ain't got much choice. I imagine we'll probably turn to the left, go into that driveway, and then back straight across. That'd probably be my idea. So we're gonna hang out here and just wait for the crane, and then we're gonna get pushing down to Houston. All right, the unload went good. We got there, we waited for the crane. The crane showed up, got him set up, and nothing really crazy happened. You know, we just unloaded it. So unloaded it, got our paperwork signed, and away we went. And we've been trucking for a while now. Just stopped, made a little pit stop. I had to go off route just a touch. I was getting low on fuel, and so I had to swing up here. We're in Joplin right now, and swung in, got fuel, and then you never pass up tacos. So we're just, you know, so we're getting our fix, and and we're going to get back on the road. We got plenty of time. But just a quick update. Nothing else crazy going on. That big monster off the trailer now, it really just, we're just cruising like there's not even a load on. Getting great fuel mileage. So we don't have to be into Houston until Thursday morning. And realistically, they are not very pressing on when I even get there. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy some tacos. See if any more cool trucks roll in here. And maybe we'll put some more miles down. We'll see. All right, we made it. We are in Houston. Thank God they got this nice big pull-off, whatever you want to call it, entrance to the property. I think I check in at that call box in the morning. Every single spot that I stopped at on my way down here, like I stopped at a Pilot quick, and this is at like 5 in the afternoon. Jam-packed. Jam-packed. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll just go 20 miles down the road. There's a Love's. Jam-packed. Like, there's fucking nowhere to park at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking, you know, put her in the wind and just keep on coming. And worked out this time, as long as I don't get robbed. But we're here for the night. I have to get this off first thing in the morning, and then we have a reload. I booked the only load coming out of Texas that is profitable. It's going to Pennsylvania. It's a wood chipper truck. I don't know. It's not paying that great per mile. It's over $2 a mile though. But it beats sitting here. That's for damn sure. So it's actually going to give me a pretty decent amount of money for this week. With this load and that load, it's going to be on the same week. We'll be doing it'll be pretty good this week. So just wanted to give you an update. Nothing crazy. It's getting cloudy. It might start raining, it looks like. But other than that, 67 degrees. I got the windows down a little bit. And we're just going to hang out. See what kind of trouble we can get into. See you guys in the morning. All right, let's check it out. All honestly, we're in Louisiana. We've been driving. I am filthy. I gotta go get cleaned up. Just make sure everything's staying. Just a big chipper truck. He's going to an auction. So like I was saying, we've been cruising for a while. By the time we got done, we unloaded this morning in Houston, and then we had like a 10-mile run to go pick this thing up. Super tight where it was. Everything I could do, and I'm over the curbs, and you know what I mean? There wasn't much I could do about it. Ended up getting there, got her loaded up, weaseled our way out, super tight, and just kept rolling. Ever since we left Houston, we've been rolling on I-10, and it has just been stop and go, just constant, like sitting in construction, just dead stop traffic. So we're in Louisiana right now. It says we're in Iowa, Louisiana. It's just kind of funny because we're on the other side of them trucks there. We picked up right there. This was in the summer when it was crazy fucking hot. It was like 118 degrees. And it was fucking, like, I couldn't even get out of the truck, if you remember that video. Like, I was out, you would get out, you would hook up one chain, and you couldn't even breathe. You had to get back in the truck after, you have to do it, like, one chain at a time. That was at, like, it was at, like, a tracked flatbed type of loader truck thing for like pipelines. That pipeline, big pipeline laydown yard. That's where that is right there. There's still an ass load of wood there. The mats, ass load of them there, and that's what caught my attention is coming up, is seeing all the mats, and then I seen all the backhoes sitting there, and I'm like, they're still mobilizing out of that thing. But I'm gonna go get cleaned up. I'm filthy. We got to do our break anyways, and there's a Burger King right here, so I gotta get fat. Ooh, that dude just about got hit. All right, we are in Picayune, Mississippi. If you don't say it with a southern accent, you ain't in the South. Brand new loves. Brand new loves. So let's talk a little bit about business today. Right now, the fuel here is $3.88. The carrier I'm leased on with, we have a fuel card that runs. Got a good one there. It only runs with Love's, Quick Trip, the KT out of like the Midwest area. So Love's, Quick Trip, and Sap Brothers. Sap Brothers are very far and few between from where I run. Quick Trips are just in the Midwest, and so when you're out here, Love's is our only option. And Love's is notoriously the most expensive. So I got a new fuel card. I got my own fuel card under the business that I own. I got my fuel card through DIY Semi. If you haven't checked that out yet, DIYsemi.com. Amazing fuel savings. So let's talk about that for a minute. I went the cash deposit route. There's 3 different routes you can go on that card. You can go credit, cash deposit, and then just like a continuous preloaded card. Like you put $500 on the card, $500 is active. You can go use it at all of the locations for that card, and when it's gone, then you just need to put another however amount of dollars on there. I have the cash deposit. It's kind of like a securement line. So what I do is I put $1,500 on the card. That's roughly what I spend a week in fuel on a heavy week running. So I have $1,500 on that card is what I put into an account for that card, correct? Now what that does is that works as like a security deposit. You pick what day you want to pay the bill. I have it for every Monday. So I put $1,500 in an account. My card has a $1,500 credit limit, okay? So I can spend up to $1,500 a week on that card, and that $1,500 that I have in the account is the security deposit. It's where if anything happens, where I can't pay the bill or whatever, that is securing it for the bank. But I don't have to keep replenishing it. So what happens is every Monday, so say if I spend $600 this week on fuel on that card, come Monday, they're going to pull that $600 out of my bank account, not touch that $1,500. I still have a $1,500 credit limit on the card, but come Monday, they're going to pull $600 out, pay that bill off. Obviously, you get statements on all of this. And this opens it up to a lot more locations. So now, let's talk pricing. Instead of me being forced for the entire time that I've been leased on here, I've basically been forced that when I am out of the Midwest, I have to fuel up at a Love's. Yes, we get a little bit of a discount, but it is not enough to make up for the higher price in fuel. So the Loves that I'm at right here, we just seen where I was. Today it is $3.88 a gallon. Okay. Going off my card, I go up the road a little ways to an Ambest location. I believe it's called a Racetrack. This is the name of the fuel stop. I've never been to one, but my price on fuel when I stop there is $3.45 a gallon. That's a 43-cent savings each gallon. Based off of my last fill up, 168 gallons, I will save, instead of fueling at this Love's today, and I go up to that Racetrack and I fuel up there, off of the same amount of gallons from what I filled up earlier last week, I will save over $73 on one fill up. I mean, it might say, well, it's not a lot. It is a lot. $73 is a lot of money. If you add that up, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars a year. It adds up. So we're in the long haul. You know, you got to kind of play the long game on it. But it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It gives me a lot more fueling options, and I save a ton of money. What am I going to do with all this money? Comment below. I don't know. What should I buy? Should we spend the money before we even save it? It's kind of the game we're in. I could use a bunch more chrome. If I save $10,000 a year, let's do the math right now together. Okay, so I got my calculator out. So if we do the math together, if we save $73 today, okay, that's today. Let's be conservative. Let's say we only fuel up twice a week. It's $146 in savings a week. Now you might say, I don't, it's not that much. $146. How many bills can you pay for $146? What can you pay? I could pay my cell phone bill off that, off of a week's savings. So let's times it. There's 52 weeks a year. A standard calculation, you don't work 52 weeks a year. A pretty conservative calculation, let's say 40. So let's take that $146 a week times 40 weeks. $5,840 is the low end. $5,800. Let's say you did 3 times a week times 40. $219 a week times 40. $8,700. What could you spend $8 grand on? What could you pay off? What kind of vacation could you take? Comment below. Maybe we should go to Tahiti. Maybe we should go to Mexico and run some drugs. Make money while we're on vacation. I don't know. So, keep that in mind. So there's the card. There's our name. Got our DIY semi on her. It's an EFS card. My finger's over the numbers, so I will not move that right now, obviously. So a pretty good looking card. Not that that really matters, but it'll do. So we got that all figured out. If you guys haven't tried it yet, if you're in the game, DIYsemi.com. As you can see it on the top left corner of the card there. Check it out. Check out his videos on YouTube. He explains it a lot more. It's a fuel card he created and has basically blown the minds of the fuel card companies because they they cannot imagine that there would be this much traction underneath something. Well, when somebody creates something and the profit margin are basically none for him to just to give us truckers savings, that's amazing. That is amazing. So check it out. If you're not a member, if you're, join the channel, check out his YouTube channel, DIY Semi. Check out his website, DIYsemi.com. Sign up for the fuel card. Help support this man. He does amazing things for you and I. So that's enough ranting. We need to get rolling down the road. We got a ton of miles to go yet. Talked to the broker. The broker said whenever I get there, I can unload it. It's going to an auction yard. I can unload it myself. Just take pictures, send it to him. He'll send me a code to put on the bill of lading paperwork, and done. So that's what we're looking for. He might even have something for me the following week. Come out of the house, going right back to the same yard. Paying pretty good money. So we got to get moving. It's getting warm here. I just ate some Bojangles. Second time I've had it. It's all right. It's nothing to write home about. It's okay. So I'm gonna head up down the road here. I'm gonna go save some money. You guys keep doing what you're doing. All right, we're pulling in. So a little quick comparison to local markets around here. Remember where we were. This lady's not even paying attention. Get out of the way! Fucking dumbass. She's fucking around on her phone. Anyways, little comparison to local markets. Where we were at that Love's was $3.88 a gallon. And you remember the savings we were talking about here, with this being $3.45. 10 miles up the road, it is $3.95 a gallon. So we are saving quite a bit of money. Quite a bit of money. So we're saving over 50 cents a gallon. And we get a hose at the fuel pump. Can't argue with a free truck wash. All right, we're all loaded. We're at out at the driveway here, just trying to figure out what's going on. We got this all taken care of and done, and then still haven't received anything from our reload that I booked going over to Tennessee. So I got a hold of the broker, and the broker's like, yeah, we're still waiting on the customer to give us the go-ahead on the pickup. It's like, well, here I sit in the middle of nowhere. So but we're gonna start heading, I think we're gonna start heading towards that way. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I don't want to sit in this guy's driveway. It's like a farmhouse that they're turning into a like an equipment auction yard. So I got to get moving. We're done with this one. No issues. Good to go. So let's get out of here. Well, sure enough, wouldn't you know it, as soon as we started coming this way, we're at a Love's right now. We were headed towards where we were going for that reload anyways, and that was kind of like the closest area to get to a truck stop, because where we were like off the beaten path, out in some road that you're running through the hills, and then it's like an old farm is what they're turning into, that place. So And there was no truck stops in that entire area. Like, there's nothing. It's all for cars and stuff like that. So started coming this way just to get to a place to hang out, and load's canceled. So that's awesome. So now we're looking around. We'll try to figure something out. So I guess we'll hang out here until we figure something, until we figure a load. I'm trying to figure out, Hurricane's got some damn lights on top of his truck. It's the jankiest thing I've ever fucking seen. Whatever. Alright, so we're gonna hang out here, keep looking for another load, figure out what we're gonna do from there. Well, the scenery looks a little different, don't it? We got, so I was sitting in the truck stop overnight. There was a winter weather advisory coming in, and not much I could do about it. Couldn't really go anywhere. I'm looking for a load. Found a load this morning. So I went to bed, woke up this morning, opened my window, and hot damn, there was at least 6 inches of wet, heavy, super heavy, wet snow all over the truck, all over the ground. Truck stop's a mess. I'm soaked because I've been out for the last about hour and a half digging the truck out, clearing all the snow off the top of the truck, clearing the trailer off, the catwalk. So if it's like a blowy, like a fluffy snow, it'll blow off, but this one's not gonna blow off. So that's fun. I thought we were done with this shit. I was hoping we were done with this shit, but it's not too bad. It's like it's already done. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here. So we got the truck all cleared off, and then wanted to get out of the way at the truck stop there because they're trying to plow it, and it's turning into such a mess. But I booked a load this morning, going to pick up a bulldozer, Caterpillar D6, and that is going over to Kansas. All right, so we made it here. We're at a truck stop. I think it's called Rudder. I've never heard of them before. It's the only truck stop that is like the last truck stop that's kind of like in my route to our pickup, and it's the only one around here that has like decent parking. We've got like 20 something spots or whatever. So we're gonna hang out here. We'll go load up first thing in the morning, and then we're gonna get going. We're gonna push hard, make it back to this is going over by Kansas City, so we'll get over there, drop that off, and then we're just gonna head home. So we'll start the video, next video, we'll start with that dozer. This is getting to be a longer one, so like, subscribe, comment below. You know what to do. We'll see you next week.